Hey friends, how are you? Hope you're well. Welcome to the next episode of A Book and a Bake. I hope you're going to really enjoy this one. I have thoroughly enjoyed not only the reading of this book, but also the bake as well. The bake is just so fun. Making something I have never made before, and you'll find all about it in the next part of in the bake part of this video. So the book I want to talk to you about is Stalking Around the Christmas Tree by Jacqueline Frost, aka Julianne Lindsay. This is book 4 in the Christmas Tree Farm Mistletoe Maine series. And I loved it. We meet Holly. Now Holly runs the inn at the farm while her mother deals with the hearth, which is the cafe stroke restaurant, and her father he does, like, I think, all the Christmas trees and everything. Holly is engaged to the local sheriff, Evan, and their wedding is set for Christmas Eve. And all that's great. She's got a lot of things to do for the wedding, and she has this huge tick list, and Evan's got his chores to do for it, and they're like they're getting things done. Holly is like, her mum is helping, her best friend Caroline is helping, and they're slowly getting things done. But for the last kind of 3 years in Mistletoe, that there has been a murder every Christmas, and the mayor decides that we're going to try and get something that will take away from that, and he organises for the state ballet company to come and do performances of the Nutcracker in the local theatre for a couple of nights before they do their big Christmas Eve show in Boston, which is absolutely fine, great. And some of the ballerinas plus the choreographer are staying at the inn, but Holly doesn't have to do much. She just needs to put out fixings for smoothies, etc. in the morning, and then they have, as with all guests for the inn, they have their breakfast over in the cafe restaurant. And everything is going well, although and everything seems to be fine. The choreographer's a bit of a grumpy man, but everything's going fine, and they arrange that the principal ballerina is going to take part in the Christmas festival float parade, and they're putting her inside a big snow globe, and that seems to be okay. And the parade starts, and the float is going by. Except the ballerina's not standing up; she's lying down. And the parade is stopped, and they discover that she has been murdered. So all hopes of a fourth murder not happening in Mistletoe has flown out the window. So Evan is having to obviously investigate this, and because Holly is, shall we say, so close to the ballerinas living in the inn, she can't help herself, but she gets kind of involved because she realises they've only got X number of days until the ballerinas leave town, and also until her wedding. So we have Holly doing, like, some investigating, but feeding all her information back to Evan, which is good. Her friend Caroline is helping, and then also Evan's sister has moved to Mistletoe, and she's helping out in the cafe, but she's started to get mysterious notes, cards, and she sees this. She thinks that there's this car following her. So we have this going on, and she's kind of withdrawing from her friends, from Holly and her mum and Caroline and all of that, and her boyfriend, because she's scared that somebody's after her because of something that happened in a previous book, and she doesn't want to get them hurt or involved. But things come to the situation where they find out what's going on and they decide to help her. So we've got both storylines going. And you can see that Holly is getting more and more anxious. And Evan's like, no, come on, it'll be fine. And there's supposed to be this big snowstorm coming in, and then, it's like will everybody get here for the wedding, etc.? So, excuse me a minute. So we've got all of this going on. It was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I gave this 4.5 out of 5, friends, because I love the characters. There's a character called Cookie, and Cookie has got this goat called Theodore, and he's getting, for this Christmas again, he's having his own calendar, and she's also looking out for a wife for him, and if she finds a wife for Theodore, she's got herself a marriage license so she can perform the ceremony. She's now ordained as someone who can perform weddings. Oh, she is such a fun character. So, honestly, friends, if you're looking for a cozy mystery this Christmas, or in the lead up to Christmas, go find yourself some mistletoe, the Christmas Tree Farm at Mistletoe Maine cozies. They are so fun, and this one, Stalking Around the Christmas Tree, was just so good because there were a number of characters that you thought, well, you could be the murderer, and trying to work out why and everything. It was just really good. It kept me turning the pages. I was like, oh, what's going to happen next? Are they going to get married? Are they not going to get married? Is everybody going to manage to be there and everything? It was so fun. So that's it for this review, but let's scoot over onto the baking, which I really hope you enjoyed because it was so good. But let's go bake. Welcome to the bake part of this Book and a Bake episode. I'm making whoopie pies. Now, we have never ever made whoopie pies before. I kind of knew what they were because I've seen them on kind of a baking show, an American baking show, but it's not something I've ever seen in the UK and bakeries and stuff, so it's going to be interesting. I found some recipes on Pinterest and I'm using one of those. We'll see what it's like. It's like, I know it's kind of like a cake, a sort of mini cake type thing, I think. So it's going to be interesting to sort of see how it turns out and what we think of it. So yes, that's what we're making for this episode. I hope you will enjoy. I'm sure that you've probably got, my American viewers will, they will have their own whoopie pie recipes. As I say, I found mine on Pinterest, but I would really love to know what you think of whoopie pies. Do you enjoy them? Do you like them? You can leave me you can let me know in the comments down below. But I've got the ingredients all out here in front of me. I will let you see, and then we'll start making, shall we? Okay, I have all the ingredients there. I've already started the coffee in that glass jar, so I'm now just about to start measuring out the dry ingredients and taking it from there. Okay, we've hit our first little thing. I didn't sort of see if we had any more plain flour. We don't, so I'm going to improvise. I'm using strong bread flour, so there we go. So yeah, so that's all the plain flour I have. So I'll top it up with the bread flour. But note to Fiona: actually check your ingredients before you start baking. And I know I could. I mean, at the very beginning stage, I could go out and get plain flour, but I can't be gassed. So we're going with what we've got. Okay, I've got my dry ingredients in the bowl. So there's the flour, the cocoa, the baking soda, baking powder, salt. I think that's it. So I'm just giving it a bit of a whisk to mix it all together. So yeah, there we go. So that's that done. So that's the first part of the recipe done. I'm now very intrigued by this. I really am. To me, it's like I'm making cookies, but I don't know if I am making cookies. What do you think? Do you think is it a cookie or is it a cake? I would love to know your thoughts. I really would. So I'm now going to get, shall we say, the wetter ingredients put together, and take it from there. Decided I didn't have the energy to stand with my hand whisk and whisk this, so we've brought out the handy dandy Kenwood. There are other mixers available, but this is what we have. So I'm going to now beat my sugar and my so it says shortening. I just used Marge vegetable, like vegetable Marge, and the sugar it's supposed to be a cup. I've done a scant cup. I've probably done 3/4 of a cup. So I just want to take some of the sugar out of this if I can, but I don't want to kind of split it totally in half because I don't know if the pies will work that way. So this is going to be beaten until it's light and fluffy. Okay, to the light and fluffy Marge and sugar, I've added the milk, the egg, the vanilla extract, and the coffee. So this now gets beaten for a wee while until it all mixes together. Okay, so this is not mixing very well, but I'm just going to go with it. Hopefully once I put them... That's Dad sneezing, by the way. Once I put the dry stuff in, hopefully it's going to come together. We will see. Hopefully this could be a major disaster, friends, but we will see what happens. It came together. Miracles, wow. So now all I need to do now is scoop that onto... I have 2 trays there with this baking silicone on them, so I just need to scoop this out and then put them in the oven. But I haven't tasted the batter yet, friends, but I'm saving that to lick the bowl as my prerogative. But hey, we're going to get this onto the sheet pans now. Right, I got 12 sort of halves, as it were, out of this. So it'll be a dozen now, so half a dozen whoopie pies. I don't know, the woman, I think she got 12 or something, or 14 out of this, but I got 12. I don't know whether I've used too big a scoop or what, but we will find out. But they're now going to go into the oven, and hopefully they're going to rise and be nice and fluffy. Okay, that's them out the oven. They took 12 minutes. Oh my lord, guys, these are massive! These are monstrous! I don't know whether maybe my scoop's too big, which is a very strong possibility. But I think instead, there's no way we could eat kind of 2 of those sandwiched together. Absolutely not a cat's chance in blazes. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm actually going to cut them that way, and do it that way so that one of these is just one of our one pie, because I'd be sick eating a double one of these, honestly. But yeah, I've got to let these cool now, and then I'll make the filling. But once I start, when I start making the filling, I'll come back to you. Okay, so they're cooled out, but what we're doing is we're taking out the bottom, and I'm going to fill that and then just put that back over the top. The reason being is we couldn't eat, if I put 2 of those together, there's no way we could actually eat that. We'd be sick. So I'm making a peanut butter butter icing to go in the middle. So I've got some margarine, I've got some peanut butter. I'm just going to mix those together, and then I'm going to add a little icing sugar to it. I'm just going to use a spatula because there's not enough there to take out, shall we say, the mixer. So I need to just, even the handheld one, I'm going to do this by hand. So basically all I'm going to do is just, see if I can do this, and just smoosh. I don't know if you can see very well, but I'm just smashing it together. Can you see? And I'm just doing that, spreading it along the bowl and just mixing it so that it gets nice and smooth. As I haven't put any of the icing sugar in yet, but if I just keep working this, it'll get nice and smooth and everything will be worked together nicely. So it's at the stage now I can probably put in a little bit of icing sugar. Again, I'm not going to put a lot in, trying to keep the sugar content as low as I possibly can. And also this peanut butter has got no palm oil, got no sugar in it. So yeah, you see that's nice and smooth, look, really nice and smooth. So I will add a little bit of sugar, probably, that tastes nice, probably, maybe, hold on, dessert spoonful. And I'm using icing sugar. So I think in America and Canada you call it powdered sugar. So I'm just going to put in that. I think that's all I'm going to need. It's the same. And I'll just use the same technique again. But I'll be more careful this time because I don't want there to be a big snowstorm in our kitchen. So yeah, so that's kind of, I'll keep working it again until it's nice and smooth. I think the actual sort of cookies or cakes, whichever you want to call them, for the whoopie pie, I think they're going to be sweet enough that I really don't want a majorly sweet icing to go in, you know, in the middle of them, so, or in the bottom of them. So we'll give this a little taste. Hold on. I'll just use the back of a teaspoon. Just a wee dot. Perfect. Oh, that was quick and easy. Cool. So, hold on. Voila, un pie. So, oh, I could spread that in my toast. I could seriously spread that filling in my toast, friends. Yeah. So, the dessert spoon that I used for, hold on, let's see, can I bring that? I'm trying to see if I can angle this a bit. So if I do that, there we go. So you're still going, yeah. So if I just put half of this dessert spoon in the cavity and just spread it out. I'm not going to fill it, just put the top on. Hold on, I'll bring the other two over. And then you'll see, I mean, I don't think I'll put that in there. And just spread it out. The reason I'm not going to squish the top that's on, because I want to see if I'm actually going to use all of this icing, because yeah, I could put it in the fridge and keep it that way, but hey, I've made it, so I may as well use it, is my motto at the moment. So I will just put that into the sink, just put a wee bit more into my original one, because it's the one with the biggest cavity, as it were. So right, okay, so I've filled that one, and all I'm going to do is put that over the top and just squish it down. So it looks a bit like a whoopie pie, and there's a top filling, but that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to finish finish the icing with the other two, so that it's nicely filled, and then we're going to use these for dessert tonight, so you'll get to sort of, I know it doesn't look like it's, you know, what a real whoopie pie is, but hey, it's my version, and that's the important thing, that I'm happy with the way that I'm happy doing this, that I'm not having to think to myself, oh my goodness, you know, these are massive, these are massive, I'm never going to eat one of those. So there we go, that's the last one done. Put this little top on, and that's them. So yeah, I'm happy with those. I better clear up the burach I've made here, and when Mum and Dad and I taste them, I will let you know. But the rest of the ones that I made today, I think we've got 9 left. Have we? 3? Yeah, I've got 9 left. I'm actually going to put those into a poly bag. I may keep 3 out. We'll see how tonight goes. Depends if we like them. If we do, I'll maybe keep 3 out, but the others I'm going to freeze, because we don't eat a lot of sweet stuff anyway, or baked goods at the moment. We tend not to anyway. But I just want to sort of have something different, something new. So yeah, so I will come back to you for the taste testing. See you in a wee while. Hello, I thought I'd let you see. Made whoopie pies today. Okay, now these are like a American thing. I did it for one of my video. Now you can see how big they are. Okay, now this is only half of one. Okay, you're supposed to turn it over, fill it with buttercream, and then put one on top. I mean, I'm sorry, look at the size of that job. Those are Martin size, or what shall we say, what used to be your size of cookies. But what we've done is I've made peanut butter buttercream. Mum took the bottoms out of them, of one, and we just put the buttercream in. So we've got 3 for dessert tonight, and I'm going to freeze the rest. But I wanted, as I said, I made them for a video I'm doing for my channel, but I thought I'd let you see. But I think they're going to taste really, really nice. At least I hope they do anyway. But anyway, just wanted to let you see, honey. Right, this is Mum trying her, what we're calling a half whoopie pie. Right, on you go. Just bite the whole thing. Come on! Let's get on with it. Go on with it. Don't even go, that's not funny. So is it a cake or a cookie?
I'm not sure.
Do you like it or not like it?
I like it.
I can hear a butt coming.
No. Just different.
Okay.
It's nice different.
Okay, that's fine. Right, Dad. You go. Okay, here we go. Here's Dad. Right.
I like that. Nice. Nice texture. A wee bit crisp on the outside, soft in the middle, and the filling of the peanut butter filling, I think, adds to it. So no, I would say it's very, very nice. I still could not possibly eat two of them sandwiched together. I think there's a lot even in that size, but it's very, very tasty. It's very nice.
So is it a keeper or is it a Mum's
Well,
giving?
I would like to eat it again.
Okay, cool. Okay, my turn. I like. As Mum and Dad say, no way I could eat a whole one, and I really, honestly, couldn't have eaten one that had like the marshmallow fluff in it. That would have been just way too sweet. And so I put a scant whole cup of sugar into the actual pie bit. Don't know I could take it down anymore. But no, I like these. And I want to experiment with different flavours. So hope you enjoyed this episode. Please let me know down in the comments. Are you planning to read the book? Or if you read it, what did you think of it? Do you like whoopie pies? And what's your favourite recipe for a whoopie pie? I would really love to know. But until my next video, friends, stay safe. Happy reading. Bye.